Well, hey there, welcome to day 28 of the Get Up and Go Challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we are going to talk about gratitude, thankfulness, and appreciation. But before that, I want to check in and make sure you are still doing one little thing or one thing every day to move you toward improvement or your goal in the area of your life that you're working on. I am working on, and I'm going to admit, I'm not working on relationships. I know I said it a couple of days ago and I moved a couple directions toward that, and I decided now is not the time to be working on a one-on-one romantic relationship, right? Not interested in pursuing that right now. I am more interested in finding ways to help business owners like me to survive and thrive and come out of this pandemic better off than we entered it. And that's my priority, not my romantic relationship. So I substituted health. Health is a higher item, and it's the one I wanted to do anyway, right? I committed to myself I need to focus on my health just like everyone else during this time period, during this pandemic, and always, right? We always need to make sure we're paying attention to our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, our well-being. To me, well-being encompasses all those things. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health is all encompassed in our energy and our physical being. So I am moving toward my health every day, but I not necessarily, I did a couple days of the romance and the romantic and the relationship thing, and I'm like, I'd rather work on business relationships and partnerships to help more people moving forward than that. And that's our conscious choice. We always get to decide, but both of those choices are moving me in the direction I want to go, right? And that's what's important, is to be making progress in all 7 areas of our life, a little bit at a time and a little bit every day. So just want to check in and make sure that you're doing something every day to move you toward your primary objectives, to move you toward your vision of what you want your life to be, so that we're not making decisions right now in the middle of crisis out of doubt, worry, fear, or anxiety or depression, or feeling like we're between a rock and a hard place and we're out of money, we're living on a shoestring. That was my idiom today, was on a shoestring. So we talked about on a shoestring and what you do when you feel like you're on a shoestring, because there's always something that you can do. So one of my secret weapons, which isn't so secret anymore because a lot of people are talking about it, if you're listening and looking for it, is the power of gratitude, the power of being thankful, the power of appreciation. When we're feeling grateful, gratitude and appreciating what's is and what's going on around us, and thanking people and realizing the contributions that other people and other things make to our lives, noticing those things, guess what that does? That gives us more of those things. And when we're noticing those things and we're focusing on the positive, it's impossible for us as human beings to focus on 2 things at once. So if I'm feeling angry and upset about something, I can't be happy and positive. I can't do those 2 things at the same time. Me, who believes that there's no such thing as can't, will have to bow to the limitations of universal laws and physical laws like everyone else, and realize that universal laws are not to be broken, and physical laws shouldn't be broken either unless you want to be broken. The law of gravity is a physical law. I can pretend it doesn't exist and jump off a building, but guess what? I'm going to be broken. So I'm going to choose not to do that. It's one of the reasons I always miss the opportunity to jump out of a plane with the kids, right? I don't want to jump out of a plane yet. I haven't gotten up my courage to jump out of a plane yet. So, secret weapon, because if I am feeling gratitude, feeling grateful, feeling thankful, it increases my feelings of love and appreciation. There isn't a higher vibration, a higher energy than love and gratitude and thankfulness and kindness and faith, hope, and possibility. And all of the doubt, fear, worry, anxiety, depression, uncertainty, it fades away when we're focusing on what we're grateful for. And even if we can do that just for a couple of minutes a day, that will help our overall demeanor, our overall beliefs, our overall feelings, our overall level of anxiety, and move us in the direction that we want to go. Because we all want to feel better, right? As human beings, we all want to feel good. I don't know a single human being who will tell me that, no, I just want to feel bad all the time. Now, there are some that believe that they want to feel bad all the time, but really deep down, no. We all want to feel good, and sometimes bad things make people feel good. Go figure. We're all different, right? I'm not judging, I'm just saying some people think that, and actually it's really interesting. we human beings, each and every one of us individually, we always do what we think is best for us at the time. Even when we make horrible decisions and horrible choices, even when we're in the midst of chaos and addiction, and that would be something I would consider a bad choice, we believe individually that at the time we're doing the best thing for us. Our subconscious is wired to always be making choices that it thinks keep us safe. So if it thinks it's safer for us to take drugs and not be aware of our surroundings, then we'll do that. If our subconscious thinks that that's a terrible thing for us and would harm us more than it would keep us safe, we won't do that. Everything, all of us, every one of us is wired that way because our subconscious rules the decisions we make, the things we think about, the things we even see and focus on. So today, gratitude. Gratitude is one of my favorite things because it reduces fear. And I don't like being afraid. I don't know about you, but I don't like feeling afraid about things. So in order to reduce fear, every morning and every night, I think of at least 3 things that I am grateful for. It might be throughout the day, it might be overall. I gotta tell you, one of my ones every single morning is, I am grateful to wake up. After my past experiences and my health challenges, every single day above ground is an absolutely awesome day for me. And I am just grateful that I wake up. Even if I wake up in a ton of joint pain and stuff and all stiff and sore and can barely get out of bed, I am still just delighted that I woke up. So that's kind of an automatic one for me. And I'll usually do 3 more on top of that. But I think about, oh, what am I grateful for? And when I go to bed at night, I do the same thing. What awesome things happened today that I can just smile and go to sleep feeling happy about? And I appreciate those things. Now, then I might tap into, what's my vision? What do I have to do tomorrow? What am I thinking about? And other things. But I make sure that I sandwich my day with gratitude on both ends of it. And it doesn't take but a couple of seconds, right? And after you practice it, it becomes automatic. And there's things like I can't go to sleep until I think about something I'm grateful for. I'm wired that way. And then as soon as I think of those things, ma'am, I'm out like a light. Even during the pandemic, I am sleeping like a rock. Okay, I'm having some freaky, weird dreams some days, but like even this morning I woke up and I'm like, whoa, that was a weird dream. Now I don't remember what it was about now, but I remember waking up and thinking, that was a very weird dream. I'm glad I'm awake. So, challenge today and our assignment today is just to start doing this. And more power to you. I keep a gratitude journal. I write things down, even though I can't read them because I need a magnifying glass. I write things down because writing down words has power. When I'm struggling with somebody or something or someone or something in my life, I have found that the fastest way to get out of that struggle or that challenge with that person or to get over that even my ex-husband I did this for, is I will every day write something I'm grateful for about that person. And that's the only reason I can get along with my ex-husband, right? Because sometimes people do things that really, really hurt us and it's hard to get over them. But again, remember we talked about forgiveness is for us, not for the other person. Don't condone what people do, but I will forgive them because I'm not going to let forgiveness eat away at me like a disease from the inside out. So we're going to do that. I also want to share, because I'm liking to share resources and exercises because each and every one of us are different in what works for us. Maybe thinking about things you're grateful for, it doesn't feel good. You're not ready for that yet. So of course, don't sweat the small stuff because we want to minimize the negative impacts of what's going on around us so that we can improve ourselves so that we're stronger to deal with whatever comes our way. Because I guarantee this will not be, this pandemic, as horrible as it might be in your personal situation right now, I guarantee it's not going to be the last challenge or the last obstacle or the last problem that you face in your life, unless this is your last challenge because you happen to get the coronavirus. I guarantee there's going to be other challenges and other fights and other things you have to overcome, obstacles and things you have to do in your life. So another thing that I found really, really powerful is appreciation, showing that toward ourselves and other people. We show appreciation toward ourselves by doing things that make us feel good, by doing things that are right for us, by taking care of ourselves, right? And we show appreciation. One of the best ways to show appreciation for other people is to let them know that they've had a positive impact on our life, to thank them. So in here, there's an exercise that's called every day tell at least one person something that you like, admire, or appreciate about them. And then it gives you an idea of how to do that. And so there's a few pages in here. Obviously, I spelled something on this page of my book, but I will again take a picture of that, throw it in the comments. So it's just another tool in your toolbox that you can use to increase the amount of good, positive energy and vibrations and feelings in your life right now, especially in times of upheaval and chaos and craziness that we've never seen in our lifetime before. So thank you, thank people, thank yourself. Thank yourself when you make the right decision. Thank yourself when you take care of yourself. Appreciate when you're doing things that move you in the direction you want to go. Appreciate yourself for every good habit that you start following right now. Appreciate yourself for if you create a routine. Appreciate yourself for every time you build on the relationships that you have with your kids. Thankful and being grateful for your ability to, our gratitude can be for everything. If I had an interaction with my ex-husband, I don't know why I'm talking about my ex so much, but if I had an interaction with him on a certain day and I handled it in the way I want to, not in the way that I was triggered in the past, I am grateful for that. I am grateful for the personal growth and development and my ability to behave in ways that make me feel good. So we can be grateful for anything. So that's it. I would love to know your thoughts and feelings and experience with gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation. Do you have a practice that you are already using? Share that in the comments below so that others can learn from that as well. Mine's just 3 and 3 because I don't know why. Somebody probably told me that a long time ago and I started doing it and I said 3. Now, I don't limit myself to 3 things, right? If I start getting on a rampage of gratitude, man, I'll just keep going. And then sometimes I think about things during the day that I'm grateful for, especially if something happens that trips me over, like technological problems on my computer perhaps, or if I'm trying to get the satellite going for my granddaughter to watch YouTube. We're counting every morning to 100 so that by the time we are through this pandemic, if nothing else, she will be able to count to 100, hands down, no problem. We're doing other things too. And I cheat and I find YouTube videos to teach her how to do things that are, in a better, more entertaining way than I could necessarily treat them or teach them. Because I'm not really a preschool teacher, right? I don't have much experience in that. My kids, I was working and running businesses when my kids were that age, so bad absentee parent. Yep, I regret that a little bit, but can't change that, right? We can't change the past, so we just focus on what we can do now. So I'm trying to be the best grandma I can possibly be to this little angel. So I'll put the exercise in. Have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, hit me up. We're running to the end of our challenge. So if there's something that you want to know about or want to talk about that I am missing, please hit me up in the comments or direct message me so that I don't leave anything out that will help you in your specific situation right now to know that at the end of this pandemic, as we roll out of this, know that the world's never going back to the way it was. I keep running into people that are like, oh, I'm just waiting it out. I'm just waiting for, everything to go back to normal. I'm waiting for my boss to call me back. And I'm like, you need to be doing more than just sitting around and waiting right now. Let's talk about what you can be doing versus what you might be doing right now and how you can actually enhance your relationships, enhance your skills and abilities, enhance your who you are and how you show up in the world to make sure that you guarantee yourself a better position, because a lot of people are just sitting around and waiting, and we can't have that. If you're listening to me, you're obviously not sitting around and waiting, and I applaud you for that, because the more we do, the more we continually grow and develop ourselves, the more we contribute positively to the world and make the world a better place. And that's my objective, is to help everybody that I can to make the world a better place. All right, have an amazing day, and I will be with you tomorrow. Bye.